Hi, I'm Kim Kiyosaki. I am the queen of cash flow. Matter of fact, I think I need a tiara or a crown or something because I am the queen of cash flow. It is my favorite two words in the English language. And I want to welcome you all to another episode of the Keys to the Cashflow Game. And I really want to thank all of you who are out there all over the world teaching the game, playing the game, introducing the game to friends and family, because now more than ever, we need financial education and we need people to be more financially literate. One of the main purposes of playing the cash flow game is to spur conversation about money, about investing, because so often people do not talk about money. It's like taboo. They think it's a bad thing, and the only time they talk about it is when there's a problem. So by playing the cash flow game, it's an opportunity to play with your friends, with your family, to discuss your own financial situation and to look at ways to learn, to grow, and magnify your financial well-being. In the cash flow game, there's 4 sets of cards. You have small deal, you have big deal, you have doodads, and you have the market. So I want to talk just a minute about the market card and why that is so important. First of all, what is the market? And a market, very simply, is just people coming together to buy and sell products and services. That's basically what it is. So in the cash flow game, the market is the same as in real life. When you pick a market card, it will determine the price of various real estate properties, the price of different businesses, there's a gold market, and there's also factors that influence your decisions, such as inflation, interest rate. It's all about the market, and the market can make or break any deal. So in the world of investing, in the real world of investing, you've got to pay attention to the market because the market is going to talk to you. And you've got to understand that some markets are global and some markets are local. So for example, the gold market is pretty much a global market. You could be in Tokyo or in London or in Oslo or in New Orleans, and the spot price of gold will be the same all over the world. And it's the same, for example, with Apple stock. Let's say you want to buy a share of Apple. That price is going to be the same no matter what city you're in throughout the world. But then you've got to understand there's also markets that are very local. So for example, real estate and businesses operate mostly on very local markets. So it drives me crazy when I hear in the news, the US real estate market is down. Well, there are thousands upon thousands of real estate markets in the US. Are you talking a certain city? Some cities, the markets are up. Some cities, real estate prices are down. Some parts of a city, the real estate prices are down, where other parts of a city are up. So one of the most important things in paying attention to the market is to keep your finger on the pulse of the market. What is happening? So let me give you an example that combines both real estate and business. About 18 years ago, Robert and I bought a fitness club, about on 6 acres. It's a large property. And as we're watching the markets evolve, when we bought the property, certain properties were very in demand, like commercial real estate office was very hot at the time. This is 18 years ago. But over time, that market changed. Then apartments become hot. Then something else becomes hot. Then condos become hot. Then strip malls become hot. And it changes all the time. So it wasn't until about 5 years until our lease was up with our tenant that we really started to pay attention what is needed in this market. So when we bought the property, one plan at the time was to turn it into office and hotel, because that was what was needed and wanted at that time. That was many years ago. So as we got closer to the end of the lease with our tenant, we started to look at what now today is needed and wanted. And this is 5 years before the lease is due. So there's still a lot of change that can happen, and you've just got to really keep your finger, as I said, on the pulse of the market. And the only way we learn about that is by keeping our finger on the pulse of the local market. The markets will tell you what's wanted and needed. So today, whereby office space was the hot commodity, today that's not the case. But by looking at the local market, by looking at the trends overall, even the national trends, what is hot today is assisted living, senior housing, Because as all these baby boomers are getting older and older, they're going to need more medical care, more assistance. They're going to need assisted living facilities. Because we paid attention to that and did our homework, ideally, our property is going to be more successful today because we listened to what the market was telling us. So the market in the cash flow board game is the same as in real life. And as you're building your investments, as you're building your business, make sure that you're paying attention to what the market is telling you. Because the market, as I said earlier, can make or break any deal. If you like these videos, please click on the subscribe button or hit the notification bell so you'll have access to more videos of Keys to the Cash Flow Game. And start playing cash flow in real life.